Hello and welcome to HACC's Teach You to Fish video on mastering AP style writing. This video will review the top 10 AP and writing style tips. What is AP style and why should I care? The Associated Press Style Book and Briefing on Media Law, usually called the AP Style Book, is a style and usage guide used in the news industry in the United States. The AP Style Book is used by newspapers and others in the news industry, such as broadcasters, magazine writers, and public relations professionals. The AP Style Book is a must-have reference for writers, editors, students, and professionals. It provides fundamental guidelines for spelling, grammar, and punctuation. The guide is updated annually. HACC uses AP Style for all public-facing communications to ensure a consistent professional writing style. HACC is an educational institution, and therefore the things we write, whether they're for the website, for brochures, or for syllabi, affect our reputation. Number one tip is for dates. When you use a month with a specific date, abbreviate the following months: January, February, August, September, October, November, and December. When you're using the month alone or with just a year, you spell out the month for all months of the year. So the following examples show that. For the first example, we're using just the month and the year, so we spell out December. In the second example on the screen, we're abbreviating December because we're using it with the specific date of December 16th. You'll also notice that in AP style, you don't use the TH or ST after the number for the date. So if it was December 1st, while we may speak that when we read it, we only use the number figure to write the date. Number two is time of day. AP style doesn't use minutes for times that are directly on the hour. So in the first example, 11 a.m. does not include the colon and the zeros for the 11 o'clock meeting. Morning and evening are differentiated in AP style with lowercase a period, m period, and p period, m period. So that is what you see in the second example, also with an example of what to do with a specific time that's not on the hour, 11:59 p.m. And finally, use words to differentiate between noon and midnight. So in the example, she ate lunch at noon rather than saying 12 p.m. Number three is titles of people. When the title falls before the person's name in AP style, you use capital letters. When the title falls after the name, as in the second example, you make the title lowercase. Number four, numbers. Numbers less than 10 are written out. Figures are used for 10 and higher. So you see in the examples, numbers that are above 10 use the number. Numbers that are less than 10 spell out the word for the number. Number five is street addresses. The words street, avenue, and boulevard are abbreviated when you use them as part of a numbered address. So for the first example, street is abbreviated because the 735 is listed. Words like road, court, drive, lane, and way are never abbreviated. So the second example, 731 Old Harrisburg Road, road is not abbreviated in that instance. Number six is seasons. Seasons are never capitalized in AP style, even when you're referring to an academic term. So the spring semester or the fall 2015 term, those spring and fall words are lowercase. Number seven is the serial or Oxford comma, which is not used in AP style. So if you're writing a sentence with a list of words such as English, math, and philosophy, you do not use the comma after math and before the and. Number eight is percentages. You always use a numeral even if the number is less than 10 and the word percent with a percentage. You never use the symbol. So in this case, even though the number is less than 10, we're using the 5 and the word percent. Number nine is college and campus names. HACC's trademark name for the college is HACC Central Pennsylvania's Community College, and the college should be referred by the trademarked name in all instances except for when legally required to be referred to as Harrisburg Area Community College. You can refer to HACC's campuses and locations as follows. We use an apostrophe S after HACC and then list Gettysburg campus, Harrisburg campus, etc. with capital letters. HACC's location in Midtown Harrisburg should be referred to as the Midtown Trade and Technology Center. This center consists of both the Midtown 1 and 2 buildings. Midtown Trade and Technology Center is also not a separate campus, so it should never be referred to as a campus in writing. Here's a few examples of using college and campus names correctly. In the first example, you see the full trademark name. In the second, we've shortened it to HACC, which is appropriate for a second reference within one document. And finally, the third example is using a campus name correctly in a sentence. Number 10 is alumni and its various forms. There are several alumni terms depending on the group that you're referring to. You use alumnus or the plural alumni when referring to a man or a group of men who attended a college. You use alumna or the plural alumni when referring to a woman or a group of women who went to a college. And you use alumni when referring to a group of men and women who went to a college. So the following examples use those: alumni for a plural group of both men and women, alumna for a woman who attended a college. The tips we covered today are included in the HACC Communication and Style Guide, which is found in the publications section of the OCA channel of MyHACC, so you can refer to that document. But if you have any questions, you can always email us at oca@hacc.edu or submit our online form, and we will get back to you. Thank you very much.